What's up everyone, it's DeejayJeanP here from Logic Films, and the channel turned 5 years today. 5 years ago we started this whole channel and we started this big adventure here on YouTube, and today I wanted to take a moment to sort of introduce myself, my team.
Hi guys.
Hey everyone.
Hi guys.
Why we do stuff and how we do stuff, and basically answer your questions. So 5 years ago I started this channel. I started it because I always wanted to do something on YouTube, but I never knew what to do on YouTube. I never really had anything to put on YouTube. So I was DJing back then. I was basically DJing every weekend, 3 days, sometimes 4 days a week. And then GTA 5 was released, which basically changed my life, changed a lot of people's lives. I've always been a car enthusiast ever since I was a kid. So I was always making pictures in games like Gran Turismo, all those other games. I was always doing something with cars. And when Rockstar said that they were going to bring out the Rockstar editor on the consoles, because I was only on the PlayStation 4 back then, didn't have a PC, and I saw what people were able to do on the PC, I was like, instantly I was like, okay, that's it, you know, I finally have something to put on YouTube. I can make car videos, you know, create a community, find people who also love cars, find more people who love GTA, make everything come together, have everyone play together, you know, have it be a fun place for everyone. And because I already made music for years, I think back then I already was like making music for like 8 years or something. I've been a DJ for 16 years, making music for 8 years. So because I already made music, it was easy for me to hop on to video editing, or to hop over onto video editing, because video editing and music editing or music creation or producing music is basically the same thing. As in, with music, you know, you work with audio. With video editing, you work with video, obviously.
Well, duh.
Anyways, so that was pretty easy for me to get into. Then I got Awid1 and Drowsy onto the team. They also like making videos. You know, they had basically more experience than me when it came to making videos. I was pretty much a noob at it, still learning everything. So, you know, they were there in the beginning. Since then we've gone our separate ways, you know, different lives and all that. Back then when we started, you know, we started making videos. We tried to push out as much as we could. I knew a lot about, this might be interesting to show, and it's a whole different thing. This is how I came up with the names. So I obviously had no freaking clue on what to do, but came up with a few names, and these are some of the names I came up with. And anyways, we started making videos, and then a few months after making videos, we didn't really tell anyone. I said in the beginning we should build up our sort of repertoire, or build up a good base of videos for everyone to watch when they finally see our channel, so that it's not going to be like, because the channel was new, that it wouldn't be like, you know, people would find one video that was cool and then we only had 3 other videos for them to watch, because they'd be gone then. So, you know, we kind of kept it secret. We just kept creating, you know, and whoever subscribed and stuff, you know, subscribed, and the rest of the people that will come later. But I think we weren't even at 100 subscribers yet, and that's when Rockstar Games featured my Sultan Classic video, Sultan Classic showcase. And that was pretty crazy, because I went to bed and you know, we weren't even at 100 subscribers, and I got up and we were at 116. And back then, you know, it didn't go as fast as it goes now, so it was like slowly ticking forward. So I woke up and I was like, what, you know, what's going on? So I couldn't find anything on on the channel that really jumped out. I didn't really know what was going on. I just Googled myself, and then when I Googled myself, I just saw it said my name and Logic Films, and you know, on Rockstar's front page, and I was like, whoa, you know, it's pretty crazy. That was definitely one of the highlights of the channel. Then we sort of got slingshotted into from nobody knowing you and trying to keep it secret to everyone knowing you, because you know, Rockstar, that's like millions of people coming at that on their page and stuff. So that was pretty interesting. In 2016 I got invited. I think that was even later that year. Yeah, it was later that year. I got invited to their office in New York, and that was insane. They were great people. I got a bunch of goodies, a bunch of cool stuff. Got a bunch of hats. To be able to talk to the creators of the game you love so much, and you know, I've been playing GTA since the first game, so to finally talk to the people that are like linked to that, it was pretty cool. And you know, meeting them was definitely worth the trip to America alone. Even though I went to New York and Los Angeles, just meeting them was already worth it for me. Could have just gone to New York, meet them, go back, I'd be fine with it. Anyways, all the other that I did after was also very fun. But fast forward a while. No. Anyways, I don't even know how to say this shit anymore. You know, and you know, so I came back from the US, came back from Rockstar, and you know, we just kept on making videos. You know, we were super motivated. The main messed up thing for me was I got back from the States and I didn't have a home anymore. I had lost my home because it's a long story, but basically the landlord, or the guy who was renting me his apartment, wasn't allowed to rent it out at all. So I was basically I came from the US, I was super hyped, you know, I was excited to make videos, everything was good, I was feeling good for the channel, but I didn't even have a home. You know, these videos were not making any money, you know, and still had to survive. These videos, they were making some money, but not a lot. It was like, for maybe if you're lucky, €7 or something. It was literally dark. Anyways, so I had to do, you know, a bunch of jobs to keep my head above water, you know, to not end up on the street, and also make videos. The only thing I had back then I sold my PlayStation. The only thing I had back then was my MacBook. Hold on. The only thing I had was this thing. It was my MacBook, my 2012 MacBook. Still, this sticker came from Rockstar, obviously. This little thing put a lot of videos on the channel, and I still use it to this day. Even though I have a gaming PC right now, I still use it to edit up my videos. That's all I had. You know, I didn't really have anything else to make videos with, and it was kind of shit, you know. At the moment, there were times I didn't even have Wi-Fi. It was super shit, because I would make a video, hopefully on PC. It's like, if you don't check in online with the Rockstar Social Club launcher, you can't play the game. So when I didn't have Wi-Fi at home, I'd be screwed, because you need Wi-Fi to even play the game. So at some points I couldn't even make a video. Then I could make a video, but then I couldn't upload it. I had to walk outside, you know, so I had to walk outside and then see if I could find a Wi-Fi signal somewhere, find someone that had unprotected Wi-Fi so I could use it and upload videos, which was not fun. There was a guy I met back then. I met him through the channel. I think he was also making videos. I know I said earlier I used a MacBook to make videos. That was to make videos. I didn't export them, because at that time I didn't think my MacBook could export videos. So what I would do is, this guy I met, AX Gaming, met him through the channel. I would record a video and then send all my Rockstar edited clips. I would send them to him. So walk outside, send the clips to him, you know, with the Wi-Fi, and then when he got the clips, he would export the video, and then, you know, probably guess around a day, sometimes 2 days later, he would have had it exported. This was way before Eve, by the way. And then after a day or two, he would send me a message, and then hopefully I'd get it. And then, you know, I had a video, and I would then edit that on my MacBook again. And then when I wanted to upload that one, I would put it on my phone, go outside again, and then upload it to the channel. And the same went for Instagram videos, Instagram posts. That's a whole nother story. Actually, that segue is pretty cool to Instagram, because Rockstar told me basically to start an Instagram or to dedicate my Instagram to the channel. Which I never thought that Instagram was that special. I always thought it was just, you know, a place people go to post pictures of their food and stuff. I still do. You know, I made an Instagram, and that one grew crazy fast. I think 23,000 followers in a year or something. That was pretty cool. You know, started posting on there, but I was still like in that shitty place where, you know, couldn't really move or do anything. Anyways, this at this time is where I met Miles. This is the time where I met Miles.
Hey everyone, my name is Austin, better known as Miles on Instagram, and I've been with Logic Films for about 3 to 4 years now. You'll have to excuse the cricket noises over in the corner because I'm in my garage right now filming this because of the lighting, I guess, and this is the only place that I have around my house to actually set up a tripod with a cinema camera on it. Anyways, I'm kind of here to talk to you guys about what drives me to create GTA films and all that good stuff. And I've definitely always been a fan and had a passion for cinematography and the production of Hollywood films. I've definitely always found it more interesting what goes into producing a film rather than the film itself. I have a hard time even watching Hollywood movies without trying to figure out, you know, how did they get this shot? How did they get this shot? How did they do that? Is that visual effects? You know, is that practical? I just have a huge passion for it, and GTA has always been a creative outlet for me to be able to create these, you know, crazy films that are like on a Michael Bay level and stuff, explosions and all this other stuff that otherwise would take hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars of budget and all the manpower that would be needed to go into that kind of stuff for anything, you know, in reality. So, you know, I'm definitely very thankful that Rockstar gave us GTA 5 with the editor, and it's definitely been such a amazing tool that we've had access to since GTA 4, and it's come long ways in its development. And I'm hoping that, you know, eventually Red Dead will get it. I hope that I'll someday be making Red Dead Redemption 2 films. I love westerns. They're some of my more favorite Hollywood movies out there. Red Dead's definitely my favorite Rockstar game that's ever been produced, both the first game and the second game. As if you didn't know from my Instagram page, that's pretty much all I post. Anyways, I definitely want to say thank you to all you guys as well, because without your support and feedback, the channel wouldn't be anything like what it is today. You know, Logic Films has grown into an amazing community, and I'm very blessed and thankful to be a part of it. And I think we all can say that as, you know, members and creators, that we're very blessed to be a part of this community and to be able to rely on each other like we do, because, you know, that's kind of the thing about Logic Films. You know, you're not solo. You help each other where when help is needed, and we all grow together, and that's the wonderful thing about it. And, you know, without you guys, it wouldn't be possible. So, you know, thank you for your continued support of the channel, and for me personally, it's a huge inspiration to me to be able to continue to create the films that you see on the channel. And I hope that my films inspire you all to get out and create things of your own, no matter what art field you're in, you know. There's people that inspire me out there, and then, of course, my videos, I hope, inspire you. You know, and I hope that we all just grow together, because that's what this art form's about. Well, that's just what art's about in itself. I guess that's about all I got to say for my segment. I mean, I'm a pretty simple person. This is actually my first time ever being on camera like this. I've never really thought about doing this kind of stuff, so you have to kind of bear with me if it's a little, you know, rough on the edges, I guess. I try to do my best. I've recorded this like probably 50 billion times. Like I said, thank you guys for your support. You know, keep supporting the channel. We promise to bring you all, you know, the utmost quality of films that we can. And Rockstar, if you end up seeing this, please give us the editor on Red Dead. Like, I'm dying to get my hands on the editor in Red Dead. I have faith that it's coming soon, but I'm itching to be able to make something on Red Dead. Thanks for the photo mode though, it's been amazing. So yeah, I guess I'll hand over the mic to Blade now. He's one of our newer members, definitely a filmmaker that I look up to with his storytelling. His storytelling is amazing. Like, he definitely has a better way of coming up with stories and cinematics than I do personally. Of course, I've studied, you know, the graphics and how GTA works fundamentally and all that stuff, and I'm very big into, you know, also my skills that I already have with what I do in real life outside of GTA and Logic films. So that definitely helps me a lot, but storytelling is something that I definitely need to work on, and I think Blade's definitely got that covered for the channel. So anyways, I'm going to hand over the mic to Blade. Thank you all for taking the time to listen to my segment. Have a good day.
Miles is a guy who, you know, always made good videos. His quality was crazy. He had great color grading. He knew how to set vibes like no one else. Later found out he was actually just an all-around good guy. But he had like no followers, almost nothing. So his stuff that he put out there got like basically no views, which is one of the reasons why I asked him to come on the channel, join the team, because the channel had already grown a little bit. I think we were sitting at probably maybe 2,000 subscribers, I think. Beginning of 2017, I think. Around that time, you know, I could give him more views. It wouldn't be a lot, you know, and I was able to give him a bigger audience, and then also it would take a load off for me, sort of, in a way that besides the videos that I was pushing out, there would also be videos that he was pushing out, which is good, because on YouTube, more videos means more views and more, I mean, if they're good, you know, it needs some more views. Fast forward a little bit. I had a full-time office job. Still didn't have Wi-Fi at home at the other place I lived back then. I still didn't have Wi-Fi. So what I would do was I would stay at the office sometimes till 12 a.m. and I would make videos. I would do my normal work. And then after that, I would either make a post or make a video for Instagram. Work on a video if I could, or I would do meets. I did meets at the office. Like, that's the crazy thing. I would just, you know, bring my PlayStation to the office, and that's where I did my first meets. That's when they really started blowing up. And also because I didn't have Wi-Fi at home, it was double shit, because sometimes when I had to make videos for the channel, I had to come in to the office on a Saturday. I would work on a Saturday the whole day just to get a video out. One of the videos actually got featured by Rockstar, which is pretty cool. That was a Spectre. That's one I made in one day at the office. One other video I made using only my MacBook and sending the export to AX Gaming was the Elegy Retro Custom Showcase, which is pretty cool because I think it just yesterday got passed as being the most watched video ever that we've had. I think it has been the most viewed video for like 4 years. But anyways, I was doing all this stuff at the office. I was, you know, working. Eventually got my own place, and then I started working even more because then I could work at home. So be at the office, go home, make a post or make a video for Instagram, because I don't know why, I just basically got addicted from the growth of Instagram. Like with Instagram, you would get a instant Insta reward, basically, because the comments are just right there. You just see the likes go up. They were coming in way faster than anything you get back, or any feedback I would get back from people who were watching our videos on the channel. So I really went all out for Instagram, which is one of the biggest mistakes I made, which is actually which is which is actually one of the biggest mistakes I've ever made, was dedicating a bunch of time to Instagram. Instagram became like a drug because it was so easy to grow. You just put up some stuff that no one else was doing, or just put up some like basically alright content that you would get like 1,000 likes or something. It was really crazy and easy, so I went full out on that, and I sort of let the channel, I didn't let the channel like go to the background or anything. I just spent less energy on it, which was a mistake, which is something I should not have done, but you know, make mistakes, you learn lessons. Anyways, my deal with Instagram was I would just get a bunch of people on Instagram and then I would lead them to the channel. I thought, okay, that's a genius idea. That for sure is gonna work, because it's easy to reach a lot of people on Instagram, and to just bring them to the channel, that should be easy because all the cool stuff is on the channel anyways. Like Instagram is just pictures, it's just small videos. Like who cares about that? Like everyone wants, you know, big videos. Well, and that is not how it worked. That's not how it worked at all, because on Instagram people don't like clicking links. I later found out that barely anyone from Instagram went to the channel, which is why there's such a big gap now in, you know, my followers and the amount of subscribers we have. I think hopefully by now we would have reached 18,000. I'm not sure because I'm recording this a few days ahead. You know, 18,000 on YouTube, and then 40,000, I think it's 40,500 almost on Instagram. And this is because people from Instagram don't really go to YouTube to watch stuff, but I guess it makes sense because they're two different worlds. Anyways, my day back then, it was just working at the office, come home, make a post, make a video, eat something like a little snack or something, then host a meet, which I also found out later was a huge waste of time. If you want to use meets to grow your channel, just only post meets, or forget about it. Don't do it because it's a waste of time. Anyways, I did that. I hosted a meet until I fell asleep, and then the next day I would do the same thing. Just keep going, keep going, keep going. Making videos, you know, if you work full time, it's kind of hard to make these type of videos because they just take a lot of time. That's just what they do. You know, some of the exports I do now, they take up, you know, 20 hours. I don't have to sit there for 20 hours, but also means I can't do anything else for 20 hours. Anyways, around this time is also when I met my girlfriend Danya. You know, I saw her page, she saw my page. She didn't really know of me, and a friend of hers told her about me, and then, you know, we started DMing, then we started texting, then we started calling, and eventually we went over. She was from Switzerland, I was from Holland, you know, quite a big distance, you know, you don't just get on a bus and go see each other. But we dated for a while, and then I finally took the plunge. I got on a plane, went to go see her, and everything was just perfect. It was fun, you know, it was cool. What I liked about her was that she was also, you know, she's also a gamer. She loves GTA, Red Dead. She's a creative person. Fast forward to now, you know, we have an apartment together. I live in Switzerland, and fast forward, I think, towards the end of last year, I learned that, you know, in order to grow, you just need to post a lot more videos. We weren't consistently posting until like March this year or April or something, and that was mostly because, you know, you have jobs. Even though you have, you know, back then we had, I think, 4 editors, it was still hard to get videos out consistently and, you know, keep the quality up because it just takes a lot of time and work. So at this time, I decided to actually have a look at the application forms I put in the description of every video. I don't do it now anymore, but this is where I found Blade.
Hi guys, Blade here. It's an honor to be included in the Logic Film 5th anniversary video. I think this is a good time to share something about myself and my feelings for more than half a year with Logic Film. Xin chào mọi người, mình là Khải và hiện tại mình đang sinh sống và làm việc tại Việt Nam. Như các bạn đã biết thì trong cái thời gian vừa rồi thì cái dịch Covid nó ảnh hưởng khá nhiều đến cái cuộc sống cũng như là công việc, học tập, sinh hoạt, làm việc của mọi người. Hầu hết các cái công ty cũng như là trường học, trừ một số ngành đặc thù ra thì họ cho phép nhân viên cũng như là học sinh có thể làm việc, học tập tại nhà. Thì đây cũng là một cái cơ hội để mình có thể thực hiện những cái điều mà mình ấp ủ, trong đó có bao gồm cả làm phim về GTA 5. Các bạn có thắc mắc là mình đến với GTA 5 và tham gia logic phim như nào không, thì tất cả bắt đầu từ khoảnh khắc này. Wow! Vào cái thời điểm đấy thì mình có làm mất cái trailer Forza Horizon 3 bằng GTA 5.
And I can't believe we're finally here.
Looking out the window, and I have to tell you, they have beaches here to take your breath.
It less down or big, and it's hot, and the roads are just wide open, bro. We're talking fast cars.
Và rất là may mắn khi mà được chú ý bởi DeejayJeanP và anh ấy đã cho mình một cái cơ hội rất là tuyệt vời. Đồng thời nó cũng là một cái thử thách lớn đối với mình khi mà mình phải thực hiện một cái video riêng để có thể chứng tỏ cái năng lực của bản thân. Và sau khoảng một tuần thì mình sẽ cho anh ấy cái video này. Đó là vào ngày 9 tháng 2 năm 2020 và từ thời điểm đấy thì mình chính thức trở thành một phần của logic phim. Từ đó đến bây giờ thì đã khoảng 7 tháng rồi. Thì bạn cảm nhận như thế nào về cái video của mình thì hãy comment ở dưới phần bình luận. Nhân tiện cảm ơn rất là nhiều đến Mai và DeejayJeanP đã tin tưởng vào cái niềm tin tuyệt đối ở mình. Đối với mình thì đây là hai cái người đã đặt cái nền móng trong cái việc mà làm cái video về GTA 5 cách nghiêm túc và đưa nó lên một cái vị thế mới. Cái công việc của mình thì nó liên quan khá nhiều đến các cái luật pháp cũng như là chính sách và các công việc về giấy tờ, cho nên là đôi khi rất là đau đầu, căng thẳng. Nhưng mà cái công việc edit nó giúp mình cảm thấy thư giãn và thoải mái hơn khá nhiều. Mình đã mất khoảng 3 tuần, gần 3 tuần để có thể hoàn thành được toàn bộ các cái công đoạn trong cái video Payday ấy. Nếu bạn chưa xem thì hãy xem luôn nhé. Nhân tiện thì cảm ơn đến King và team của anh ấy trong cái phần lồng tiếng. Nếu mà có nhiều thời gian hơn thì thực sự rất là muốn có thể trau chuốt được thêm cái video đấy. Ở lời cuối cùng thì mình mong tất cả các bạn, cho dù là đang còn trẻ hay là đã trưởng thành, đã đi làm rồi, thì mong là các bạn luôn khỏe mạnh, luôn có một cái tâm trí vững vàng và có tham vọng lớn. Tại vì chúng ta trong cuộc sống chúng ta sẽ luôn có những cái cơ hội để mà có thể thay đổi, cho nên là đừng bao giờ mất niềm tin vào bản thân. Và chúc các bạn những điều tốt đẹp nhất và luôn luôn sáng tạo nhé.
So Blade's sort of audition tape or audition video was Midnight Runners. This, pretty sure for you and for me, it just blew me away. I was like, I can't even compete with this. Like, I don't even know what the hell. I think I was still on PlayStation back then. I was like, I can't do anything better than this. So we have to get him on the channel. He requested to be on the channel, and I saw that, and I was instantly like, okay, you're on board. Let's go. You know, Blade is a good guy. He's very creative. His improvised skills are really good. Like Mouse, Blade has his own style. You can instantly tell when you're watching the video from Blade. I like his music choice, his color grade. He is consistent. If you give him enough time, he can really bring out like cool. As you've seen, he's Vietnamese, which is kind of funny because in the beginning we could barely talk. You know, his English wasn't that good, and my Vietnamese is shit. It was pretty interesting, but now it's good though. You know, we definitely found a way to communicate. You know, that was funny in the beginning. We've all made it work now, and I'm very glad he's on the team. Anyways, fast forward. We keep on making videos. You know, Blade's on the team. Me and Dana decided to move in together, so this was probably November of last year. I packed my bags, I took my stuff, and I got on a plane. So I got here in Switzerland. And because of visas, you know, other stuff of being like new to a country, I wasn't allowed to work yet, which meant that for the first time in a very long time, well, actually for the first time since I started Logic Films, I actually had more time than ever to work on Logic Films. So this is when I really started to push the throttle on Logic Films. I started to make, tutorials, which kind of, for Logic Films terms, blew up. Those tutorials did very good. I started live streaming. I started doing this and that, making more videos. Just, pushing them out. I started to really put my back into Logic Films because I knew it could be something big. I know it can be something big. It's just, it needs more time and it takes a lot of work to get done. Anyways, it was so since November, since we really started stepping on it and doing more, and we all started making more videos, with Blade on the team, Mouse. So in less than a year, we've gotten the same amount of subscribers as we did in the previous 4 years, which is pretty crazy. It shows that a lot of hard work really, pays off. Mostly. We're not where we want to be at all yet, but it's growing better than ever. So that's good. Anyways, I'm talking so long. This video is 34 minutes already. Anyways, at this time, Blade suggested we add his friend Noxics to the team.
Chào anh em nha, mình là Noxics. Hôm nay mình làm cái clip kỷ niệm 5 năm của Logic Film. Nhưng mà cũng không biết nói gì nhiều, thì chia sẻ cho mấy bạn là giới thiệu bản thân chút xíu thôi. Là Noxics, năm nay mình 27 tuổi rồi. Không biết cái cơ duyên nào mà đưa đẩy tới Logic Film nữa. Tự nhiên thấy thích làm cinematic rồi người ta giới thiệu vô đây thôi. Thật ra là thấy người ta làm đẹp quá, clip thấy người ta làm đẹp quá, mình bắt chước làm theo, chứ trước đó mình cũng không thích lắm. Mình còn thích chơi mấy cái game như là game bắn súng, game đua xe, rồi thích nấu ăn, rồi thích chơi mấy bộ môn thể thao như đá banh, đánh võ. Mình rất là vui và tự hào khi mà được đồng hành cùng Logic Film để tạo nên những cái thước phim hay để phục vụ các bạn, phục vụ cho cộng đồng machinima quốc tế. Nhưng mà cũng rất là may mắn khi mà mình được gặp các vị tiền bối như là DeejayJeanP, Mai, Blade, Rockstar, vân vân. Thì mình học hỏi được rất nhiều từ họ. Một lần nữa thì mình cảm ơn mấy bạn đã theo dõi với tụi mình, đồng hành suốt với tụi mình trong suốt 5 năm qua. Thật sự cảm ơn các bạn.
Noxics is sort of a chameleon. He's an all-rounder. He's just sort of a mini Blade. He has sort of the same style as Blade, and he knows how to make it his own. He knows how to make it his own style and to really have his own voice on the channel. He's not afraid to try out new stuff, and he's also very good with the technical bits of making all these videos, because it's making the videos is like 70% of all the effort. Figuring out technical stuff, or figuring out, I really have a problem with figuring out how to get around the technical limitations that we have, is like easily 30% of what we do all the time. Anyways, not very long after Noxics joined, we reached 15k, which is crazy because it's like in a few months we reached half of what took us 4 years to reach. So we had to celebrate, and we did that by hosting this video contest, and the two winners of that video contest were you and Starvey.
Hi guys, this is Mark. You may have known me as Visuals on the channel, and I'm currently a new team member. And yeah, so why am I here? So well, I just want to give you like a quick background. So DJ himself create a contest which everyone is invited to submit a video. So DJ chose me, and he saw something in me that he feels like I deserve the spot. So yeah, I put a really hard work on that video, and every post I make, every video I submit, or every video that I post on the channel, I just want to make sure that I put my effort to it, and also my time. And yeah, so why Logic Films? Well, Logic Films has been like an inspiration to me, and like creating this like new wave of cinematics about the game. It's crazy. Like no one, or like, well, maybe some other are like creating those type of videos or cinematics, but you know, Logic Films has only been like very concentrated on like one target or one goal, and that goal is just to make sure that we are very different from the others. And that's why I always think to myself that like having this spotlight that, you know, DJ gave us some time to create something. It's very wonderful, and it's very amazing. Like you are having some new friends, and yeah, it's been a dream. Like being part of this media group, or you can call like friendship or family. But yeah, so that's all for me. And yeah, quick shout out to from the hometown, from the Philippines. I'm from the Philippines, and yeah, my name is Mark. You can call me anything, Mark, bro. Yeah, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy what we are making here in the channel, and we are going to be making more videos to come, just to make sure to, you know, you guys can enjoy and stay on what we produce. So yeah, and shout out to Noxics. I'm gonna be waiting for your video, okay? Alright, yeah, so yeah, I hope you're having a good one, and peace out. To my Filipino homeboys, you know what it is. Alright, what up, mga kababayan ko?
Starvey caught my attention because of his video was kind of weird to me. Like I didn't really know what was going on, but I was intrigued. I was like interested. It's like, what the hell's going on? And then I took a look at his channel. I saw his car videos and I was blown away. I was like, this guy knows quality, and also try out weird that I didn't even think of or any of us thought of. Hip-hop-ish style of making videos, as you saw probably by his last video, which is super dope. His car videos are great, you know, everyone has seen his quality, it's super dope. And then Hugh caught my attention because even though I still kind of have to here and there hold his hand, and I had to teach him stuff right from the get-go, he has good ideas, he works hard, he really puts his back into it, and he's willing to try stuff out that, you know, he's not very familiar with. Or the short amount of time I've known him, I think he has grown the most, because he went from his contest submission was really cool, but there was a lot of things that could have been done better, but there were easy things. Someone just needed to point those out to him, and nobody did. So basically I told him what to do, and then his first video on the channel was like awesome, super dope, instantly fit in right with the rest of the stuff that we do. I just see now that my camera is not even level. That's great after 30 now minutes. Anyways, as you can see, this whole Logic Films thing has been quite a ride. You know, I'm glad we have a strong team. I am glad that we've been growing a lot over the past few months. That's super awesome, because I know nobody owes you anything, so even if we did double the amount of work, no one says that it's for sure going to get you growth or a bigger audience or whatever you're going for. So I'm very happy that I've been able to receive that. We're on course for reaching 20,000 subscribers this year. I think we'll hit it in November, which will be dope because that'll be my birthday. I think we can all be very proud. You know, my team and I have been working very hard, but also to you, the people who are watching, people who have been with us for a long ass time. I mean, 5 years, that's pretty significant, and you know, it's very much appreciated. Everything we've reached and done so far is because of what, you know, we've all made happen. It's not only me, it's not only my team, but it's also you, because if you wouldn't be here, we wouldn't be here. I know that sounds very stereotypical, and very cliche, and very mushy, and very, you know, whatever you can think of. But I must also say this, and it's without getting too mushy or too sentimental or too cliche or whatever other people. I know that I, and definitely the channel, would not have made it this far to where it's growing the fastest at its 5th anniversary without you guys, without you, the viewers, our audience. So thank you. Thank you for I'm not going to be that guy on YouTube. Thank you. Thank you for more than you know, especially ones who've been with us for a longer time. Thank you for... I am not going to be that guy. I'm not going to be that guy. Thank you for being here for more than you know. I know for sure I would not have been here if you know, if it wasn't for you. This time in Switzerland would have been way different without you. Thank you for being with us. And here's to many more years to come. So, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like, you know, subscribe. You know, I don't know why you would be watching this if you're not subscribed, but if you are not subscribed, subscribe. It's very important to subscribe. I know this is a little bit different from our usual videos, but you know, we've been here for 5 years, so we had to do something. I hope this video turns out well, because I have no clue at this point. Anyways, thank you for all your support. Thank you for all the good times. I hope everyone who's here, for whatever reason, be creative, stay creative, and thank you. Go on.